Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Leah Clark. I am a voice actress for a lot of anime. However, I have not seen much of it, and I'm going to change that. Starting with your recommendation of Frieren. I'm sure I will learn the actual pronunciation very soon. Okay, my ADHD is immediately triggered because the first scene straight out the gate is a map. And for some reason, when I say maps, I feel like it's gonna be a pirate theme or, I don't know, long walks. Okay, the art is beautiful. And I am loving the peaceful vibe, the music, it's tranquil. And there's the answer to my very first question. Frieren. Her name is Frieren. All this time I thought it was Frieren because of how it's spelled, but. So we're starting out with Frieren and a bunch of dudes in a carriage talking about how they need jobs. The guy with the blue hair is going to be really helpful in this series, I can tell. He subtly explains that Frieren is going to outlive all of them, reassuring us that the long pointy ears aren't just a look. She is, in fact, an elf. Okay, so now we're walking down this cobblestone road and there are knights in full garb. There are people screaming out their windows, throwing confetti because they are so excited that Frieren and her buds defeated a demon king. I mean, I get it. Ain't nobody want to live their lives worrying about a demon. It is Mardi Gras up in here, and all the boys are waving, and even that little dwarf from Lord of the Rings. I mean, he looks like he's moved by the gesture. And then they cut to Frieren, and she's got this look on her face like she got better things to do. I mean, an entire town is throwing you a party with doves flying around and Jade Saxton booking hours of screaming party walla. I mean, I don't know, she's already on my nerves. Maybe she's overstimulated after the horse ride. Okay, yeah, see, now here she's at the after party just trying to get some food, and some child just comes charging into her, and she is so annoyed. Like, she actually, like, huffs and gives this kid, like, the side eye. I mean, I know when I'm overstimulated, everything annoys me, and so I kind of feel it. Maybe she's nicer after a nap. And then seconds later, she's bragging about how perfect she is and how all her friends are just drunk and corrupt and old. I was about to judge them for hanging out with her, but now they're talking about how they were about to ditch her for jumping into a box with teeth. Oops. What? Girl. So you remember how we had this eclipse earlier this year and everyone went outside on the day, had their little glasses on. The night turned to the morning all within the course of 3 minutes, and it was stunning and beautiful. I mean, I know I was mind blown for days afterward. So imagine, if you will, if one of your friends has the audacity during that moment to tell you the view's probably better in Antarctica. Would you not snatch her glasses from her face and force her to look at the sun? That is what this elf just did. There's meteor showers happening as they do once every 50 years, and she opens her sassy elf mouth and says, the view's probably better from town. They're all just tolerating her. They gotta be using her or something. Oh, never mind, she's gone. Bye. Okay, so now this Michael Tatum looking guy is trying to explain to us that she's an elf and 50 to 100 years isn't a big deal to her, but that ain't no excuse for being rude. Oh, I love this montage of her just elfing alone. It looks so adventurous and serene. I really want to like her, y'all. Frieren needs a horn for a spell, and she remembers that she gave hers to the blue-haired guy. Oh, she literally just said his name, but I need to hear it a few more times before it sticks to memory. She gave it to him because it smells bad, and she didn't want it in her elf house, I guess. Not because it was cool and rare and she thought he might enjoy it. And now that she needs it, she gotta wait 50 years to get it from him. That is called karma, elf. Himmel! His name is Himmel, the blue-haired guy. But he's old now, and of course, Frieren has to be rude about it. I appreciate the passing of time here. Is that Caitlin playing the rude elf? Sounds like her. Anyway, Himmel still has a horn, and he says he's just let it live in his armor while it gives off this creepy aura. And Frieren's like, why didn't you just stick it in the attic or something? And he tells her it's because it belonged to a friend and he wanted to keep it safe. I'm sorry, if one of my friends left a stanky, smelly, haunted horn in my house and was giving off bad auras and my life started looking like The Conjuring, I'm not holding on to that into my golden days. Also, you ain't my friend if you come back here after 50 years expecting me to still have it for you. No, ma'am. Go slay another demon dragon. It's lost. Aw, yay! Michael Tatum and Gimli are here. And they're all in their 70s. Going to the Eras show together. I now know that Tatum's name is Heiter because she walked right out, said his name, and called him dignified.
Dignified.
In like a sassy, snarky tone that I'm surprised didn't follow with her spitting in his face. So after she says something rude to Gimli, who I now know is called Eisen, she's so annoyed that she has to make good on her promise to take them all to see the Eras meteor show. At a better spot. But they have to walk for a week to get there. They are in their 70s. Eisen is probably close to 100 and she wants them to walk for a week. I know you got a friend with a horse and a wagon. Pull them up. I'm trying, y'all. She just keeps doing wrong. Okay, so during the montage of their journey to the perfect spot, Hemmel's voiceover about their friendship and how long they've been traveling together is touching. And I feel like I am starting to get the point of Frieren's perspective and why she's so over it all. So she's immortal and life doesn't have an end. So there's no reason for her to value moments that would be special to us because our time is fleeting. Then Hemmel dies and we all laugh about it. And that part was just awkward enough for me that it felt human. Oh, geez, she's showing emotion. She says she didn't know him well enough after 10 years. It's kind of giving a reality check that even though it sounds like a lot, 10 years goes by so fast in our human lives. It's pretty deep. I see you, Elf. So now she's back, a lot faster than she has been in the past. She's looking for Heiter, her drunk priest friend, and the acting and directing for Frieren here is so subtle and so good. Like, I get that this is about grief and a fear of losing time with those you love. Something about the delivery shifted from sounding cold to sounding genuinely guarded and afraid to lose someone, like that undefinable feeling of grief where you know you can't do anything about loss or impending loss, but you still try. I got that. Nice work, Jade and Caitlin? Caitlin? I don't know. I need to look this up because we gotta get this right. Mallory Roddick. I also feel like it's a brilliant writing move that the one to realize and be affected by how short human lives are is the immortal elf. And the human who's living the short life is sort of behaving as if they're immortal. Okay, anime. So now we have Fern, an orphan living with Heiter, and he asks Frieren to take Fern on as apprentice. And Frieren says no because she doesn't want to send a friend's child to their death. Respect. And I think this is the moment. This is the part where I feel like maybe I like the elf. Also, Fern is adorable. Did I mention how aesthetically beautiful the show is? I mean, it's gorgeous. If it were a live action, it would be stunning. Anyway, now that Heiter is getting older, he wants Frieren to translate the grimoire so he can learn how to prolong his life. And Frieren is annoyed, and so am I, because the truth that is seeping from this scene is that humans do that. We literally don't worry about prolonging our lives until they're almost done. And dude was drinking his whole life, and now sees how much time he's wasted. Frieren says she'll get around to it in like 4 or 5 years. Well, it'll take her 4 or 5 years. Meanwhile, Heiter decides to try to pawn Fern off on her again. Like, cool. When you get a break, will you teach her how to mage, please? And Frieren's like, ugh, fine. I mean, she has the time, but you can tell she just doesn't want to. And y'all, I have stopped judging this rude elf. I get it. Humans suck and lack perspective. I'm annoyed with her now. She finds Fern, and Fern is just trying to get her magic to the other side of the canyon. She's also just kind of like meh about magic in general. And Frieren is like, yeah, me too. There's a bond. Because Fern gets it, and Frieren likes that she gets it, and now I get it. I mean, it took a while, but I'm in. It didn't take as long as 18 episodes, thank goodness, as someone else commented earlier. But I'm looking forward forward to the next episodes and also watching the series. I will say it does require me to be in the right mood. I mean, I can't be all anxiety Leah and try to watch the show and wind down. It definitely requires a pre-winding down to really focus on the depth that this show has. Oh my gosh. Thank you for watching. Let me know if this is a series that you like and if you want to see more, and also if you have any comments, concerns, or anything else. See you for Up to You.